Hello YouTube, this is Matthew Williams, and just apologies for the delay in bringing out the video of my lecture, which I'm being really lazy over because it's like I am Mr. Avoidance, right? I will admit to anybody, anytime, you got me bang to rights. I am Mr. Avoidance. When it comes to doing things, I often skirt around them and find a million other little things to do to try and kind of occupy my mind instead of doing the one big thing that I need to be doing, which is the video, which will probably be done tomorrow. In the meantime, I've been watching videos and fixing things and disassembling the house because I'm going to have to move and doing all the da-da-da-da-da. And I even found time to dye my hair, which is fucking crazy, isn't it? Yeah. So, what was the point? Yes, there is a point. There's a point to this video. It's just as a sort of a backdrop, really, a backdrop to crop circle making. It just occurred to me that I should sort of give a little credit to the staff that work at the garages in Devizes, and because I was just coming back from Bristol. And stopped in at Chippenham, and I know somebody who works in the Chippenham service station, and we were having a great laugh, me with my pink hair and camo gear on, and not that I've been out making crop circles. I dress like that. I'm kind of that way inclined. So I sort of come in my gear, and he's like, yeah, we're shooting the shit and all that. And I used to work in a garage at night, and it's bloody boring. So when people like me came in, I was really happy. I was happy to speak to the police, happy to speak to anybody that came in that was interesting. Yeah. A very boring job working in a garage. He's lucky actually, because it's quite a good garage, the guy that works there. But it made me think, I've got to pay homage to the garage workers, because the garage workers up 24 hours, but it crosses over into crop circles, because the crossover is, when we used to make crop circles, we'd often go out in the early hours of the morning. And strangely enough, if we were sort of getting in at 6 AM in the morning into the total garage in Devizes, then for some food or for some drinks, the amount of times we've come in there, and up until my arrest, nobody knew what we did. They just thought we were workers. We're wearing clothes, we're muddy, we obviously work on a farm. Yeah, right. Yeah. So for many years we were just workers, we're just workers, and we go in and we're chatting, and they're like, oh yeah, and very polite, and we used to chat to the staff there and be very nice, and you get to know some of them a little bit, and you have little laughs, and anyway, when it came out that I was a circle maker, this is the funny point. When it came out that I was a circle maker, the garage were like, oh my god, he really is the circle maker. He really is the fucking circle maker. And the reason he's the circle maker is because he always comes here in the middle of the night, doesn't he? And they were wearing their camo gear, and they were all like muddied up and all that. And it's like, so then the Devizes Total Garage, Maggie, who often I say hello to there. Hello Maggie, hello. And yeah, basically, if you want because people say, oh, I'm a government agent, I make these things up, and government agents make these things up and there's no background. If you want background, go and speak to Maggie in the service station in Devizes, yeah, and say to her, how many times has Matthew come in the middle of the night? Okay, I'm a late bird, right? Time now? 3:11. It's the middle of the night. Sometimes I get bored, I go into Devizes, get stuff. But how many times did I come in with a team? Yeah, she knew what the score was, and she knew, afterwards that we'd be making circles. She put two and two together. Now, of course, I turn up there and she goes, oh, have you seen these circles that have been coming out there? And we chat about the crop circles. But, there was a point in time where she didn't know I was a circle maker, and when it dawned on her, he's the circle maker. He's the circle maker, and he's been coming to this garage all this time. That's what he was doing. He doesn't work in a bloody factory. He's the bloody circle maker. That's what I'm saying. It's little details like that that you know, help people to understand sometimes that what we're dealing with here is people. Yeah, people. I've lived in the area for a long time, and you know, if anybody cared to sort of note my activities, you probably would have seen me going out during my active years late at night. I mean, I didn't hide any of it really, but there's no cameras around. You wouldn't, you know, there's no cameras, but there I'd be getting my board, stick him in the car, we'd go to a field, jump in the field, go and do it, come, drive back home, go and get some food, get back home, have a shower, go to bed, you know, and then log on to the internet in the afternoon to see if anybody got any pictures. That was life. But I just wanted to pay that strange homage to the garage workers, because having been one myself, having been served by one tonight and having a great laugh with him, I told him about Whale Wars, which you have to get onto. Whale Wars is the dynamite. I don't talk to you about what TV programs I watch. I'm religious about Whale Wars. I support Sea Shepherd completely. I've given them plenty of money, I feel, and there's every reason in the world for you to watch that, because it's, tell you what, Big Brother, you can shove that right up your ring piece sideways. Yeah, it's nothing compared to the addictive quality of Whale Wars, because you're dealing with real life situations where people's lives are in danger. They're putting their lives in danger by ramming ships into each other. Yeah. Well, some of you might have caught the news of the Earthrace ship being cut in half by a Japanese harpoon vessel this year. It's hairy. It's very, very hairy stuff. So go and check out Whale Wars if you haven't seen it. If you can't see it on one of the satellite channels, I do recommend you looking at it on YouTube, or even, you know, download it on some sort of download thing like Pirate Bay or whatever you do. Anyway, a series I really like, and I'd like to tell you about, so you can kind of get where my comedy head is at, because I really like my comedy. Comedy keeps you alive, I think. Without comedy, life would be pretty shit. But anyway, this is my latest thing that I love. Mongrels. So much so, I bought the DVD, and I'm really glad I did, because I don't actually have a TV here. I don't have a television, and I don't have a TV license. But I was around somebody's house, and they had the TV on, and there was this program called Mongrels. And, you know, and I said, oh, bloody hell, Mongrels. You know, what's that about? And he said, have a look. Well, it didn't go like that, actually. I just said, I just walked into this guy's house and this thing was on. He said, you like this? And it was Mongrels. Anyway, Mongrels. This is brilliant. It's animal puppetry, like Sesame Street and Jim Henson, but made dirty. It's really funny, and so much so, I've gone out digging out some other stuff now, and I found another puppetry group that do sort of dirty puppets. Is Greg the Bunny. Greg the Bunny. That's a top tip for you there, Greg the Bunny. Type into YouTube, Greg the Bunny, I think it's Vegas or Casino. Greg the Bunny, and it'll basically say like Warren the Ape visits the casino. So type in Greg the Bunny, but you'll get Warren the Ape in the casino. Okay, have a look at that scene. Okay, have a look at that scene, and if you find that funny, right, that scene, then I might even put a link for it. I can put a link, can't I? I forgot that. Yeah, I can put a link. I'll put a link, and you can go and have a look at it and have a great time. But anyway, Mongrels, buy the DVD. Please buy the DVD, because I want them to make another series of this. I want this to carry on, and the DVD has the pilot episode, which has never been shown, and it has some really amazing extra stuff on here that you are not going to get to see on TV. This is worth it, right? 12 quid this cost me. Go and buy one. It's absolutely hysterical.